It's December, and we have Memi from Memi's Kitchen, Michelin stars, and Christmas bars. Wow, it rhymes. Welcome to Eat It, Virginia.
Hello and welcome to Eat It, Virginia. My name is Scott Wise, and I'm joined, as always, by my friend Roby Martin. Big news? Did you hear?
What did I miss?
Chef Bo?
Oh, come on, Scott. You knew this last podcast, and you didn't even tell me what it is. It is huge news.
Friend of the podcast, Chef Bobo Cateau, will be leading the kitchen at Lafayette Tavern.
God, that's so... As the crowd goes wild. It's great. It's like really, really good. I think that is a wonderful addition to that little area of Richmond. Got a little Stella's, got a little Bo, got a little not a steak. I mean,
the Giavos family told us originally that the restaurant was going to be open in December, but now we're hearing possibly January.
Well, when you get Bo on, he's got to check the menu twice. I love it.
I was asking you, should we get like a standing table there every week? Just the Eat It Virginia table where you and I could just dine and eat.
So I asked Dean that.
It went from my brain straight to the top?
Yes, he's actually was really funny with me. So I saw him at Celadora a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I have something we're to ask you on the podcast. And I'm like, and I don't even know if we should. And both Ryan and Dean were like, just ask me now. And I was like, okay. So here it is. And he actually... That guy who was like, oh man, that actually sounds cool, but let's make sure it's good first. That's what he said.
That makes sense. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Dean. That's a fantastic idea.
Such a great guy. I think he's equally excited and a little apprehensive, which is so cute to see.
Well, we're looking forward to trying Lafayette Tavern and Chef Bo's creations. You wanted to talk about Michelin stars.
Well, I think everybody wants to talk about the Michelin Guide right now. And I feel like there's a couple of things that some people should be pointed out or at least led towards with respect to that. Our good friend Carrie Pfeiffer over at Axios wrote a nice article if you want to get a little bit more in depth on why Virginia is not included in what has recently been released as the American South. What people don't know, about Top Chef as well, I don't think people understand this, is that tourism plays a really huge part in Michelin, Top Chef, name other places. Sometimes even magazines on how certain cities, or almost all cities, get those get those accolades.
Right. So I'm just going to hit the pause button for a moment. For folks that maybe don't know what we're talking about, the Michelin Guide is a guide that the Michelin Tire Company put out for decades.
In Europe,
that highlights the best restaurants in a particular region or city or country.
Sure. So they send out what they say is a cadre of critics based on a rubric of stuff, and they give you stars 1, 2, 3 based on what they think are great restaurants.
And these stars can make or break they can make a restaurant.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It does. There are people that travel specifically for Michelin, right? So like someone's like, I'm trying to cover all the Michelin 3 stars in the world. And so that's what they will travel for. And
food tourism.
For sure. And it's big. Food tourism is big.
Some people travel to see fish. Some people travel to see a football team. These are people that go to restaurants. Some people travel for Guy Fieri's, diners, drive-ins, and dives. But all of these things actually help tourism with food. Right. Top
Chef. Houston paid several million, actually $1.7 million to have 2 of their chefs in Top Chef Houston. That stuff happens.
Right.
So Richmond, specifically the town, was given the opportunity, I believe it's $360,000 it would have cost us for us to over 3 years. So
it was Richmond and not Virginia?
Virginia. It was Virginia.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so you're right. So Virginia was given the opportunity to pay $360,000 over a certain amount of years, 3, so $120 a year, to be part of the Michelin Guide, which means they would send out their cadre of critics to see whether or not certain places in the state of Virginia were good enough to have Michelin stars. And except... with one exception, because the Inn at Little Washington does have Michelin stars.
Sure.
And they're in the state of Virginia.
Because they're included in the Washington, D.C. region, even though they're a couple hours away?
I believe that's the case. You'd have to ask for, the D.C. cadre of critics to understand why that's the case. Because I don't know as anybody... they're obviously very good, and I think they should be considered, but, I'm not really sure why that's the case.
Okay. So the controversy or lack thereof is what?
So what we need to start off with is it is a payment-based system. We're not going to say it's pay to play because they still send out critics.
Right.
But someone exchanges money before Michelin goes anywhere first. We need to get that out there.
Okay.
And second, I don't think that it has anything to do with the quality of our restaurants in Virginia that we don't have the Michelin Guide.
And you're hearing, so Carrie wrote an article in the spring, I believe, and in October or November, the list came out.
Yes, just recently, like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. And as you mentioned, no Virginia restaurants except for the Inn at Little Washington is in it because Virginia refused to pay this payment.
We decided it was not a good space for our budget from food tourism, which I don't love.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you feel about that decision?
So I think that if we can add recognition to our good restaurants for any reason, and you know I'm really against pay for play. You know this.
I've seen it once or twice on your Instagram.
Yep, I don't love it. But
at Call Me Roby, by the way.
Yeah, if you want to know where that is, it's over there at Call Me Roby. But I like the idea of having people come try us because then our name, our Richmond, our Fredericksburg, our Virginia Beach name goes further. Mm-hmm. And if the Michelin Guide is the place to do it, and it can be done somewhat objectively by having people come, then yeah, I'd like that to happen.
So I don't know if you've done any independent reporting on this or you just know the answer to this question, but Virginia does pay certain things to get our name certain places.
Sure.
Do you know what the difference is between those agreements and this one? Is it just a matter of dollars?
So I read a couple of there's a lot of places that publish the agreements, like, you know, what Top Chef asks for or what, quote unquote, I don't even know if you can get a FOIA for what Michelin asks for, right? Maybe like in Kentucky where all that information is out there. But
thank you, Kentucky.
Yes. They it seems like an arbitrary number because like Houston, I believe, paid $90,000 over each year for 3 years for theirs.
That's just for a city. Maybe that's the difference.
Yes,
this
but like I mean, like I don't like know like how they like they say that a lot of the money goes to the Michelin critics. So lodging, travel, all of that
expensive
stuff.
meals.
Mm-hmm. But like I don't actually know what the background is, and I don't think they release it.
I got 2 or 3 more questions.
I want
them
all.
This.
Give them to me.
I don't think I've ever dined at a Michelin star restaurant. Have you?
Yes, several.
And when you left those experiences, and you can name them if you like, did you say this is above and beyond anything I've had before in my life?
I think that there's been up and down. Like I drove through Ireland. I'm allowed there. And we went to a 1-star Michelin, which was just positively superb. And then I have been somewhere else, I won't even say, where we went to a 2-star, and it was just a complete letdown. Mm.
Because of your expectations, or because, like, in reality, it was just not what it was supposed to be?
Probably is a combination of both. Because I don't know really, like, in between 2, 3, I don't really understand the difference really. And so like maybe I just don't know what I should be looking for. And I was just really excited that was what it was. I mean, I've been to the Rooster and the Owl in DC, which is Michelin starred, like stuff like that.
Now, another question just popped in my head. So I'm going to get to my big question in a second. But the smaller question is, you have gone out for various publications or organizations to rate, critique, rank, whatever, review a restaurant. Mm-hmm. When you know there's money being exchanged between whoever is paying you and the restaurant, does that mess with your brain a little bit?
So I've never worked for a space that has done that.
Okay. So
anybody that reaches out to me, a large magazine, which I have declined large national magazines to ask me to write lists because they will provide 7 or 8 of the restaurants and then ask me to run SEO words, and then I can have the other 5.
Okay.
So I know people that do that. Yeah.
It's pretty common practice.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Sure.
And I'm not above people that do that. I want to make sure that's please, that's how you make money.
if Michelin came to Richmond, in your opinion, are there restaurants, Richmond, Hanover, Henrico, Chesterfield, Goochland, whatever, Powhatan, New Kent, that would be highlighted by these critics, in your opinion?
Absolutely.
Do you care to share some names that pop into your brain?
I mean, I think we have innumerable amounts of restaurants that could be considered for the Bib Gourmand, which is not a star. It's the level that is great value, good food, all of those things, which is wonderful. I think we have several restaurants that could fit into the 1 star.
Because in my brain, I'm thinking of like in the Bear, when they go to that restaurant, Alinea, is that what it's called?
Yep.
And so it's really expensive food, very small portions, like very...
in your head, that's what a Michelin 3-star is, right?
In my head,
yep.
so that's a 3-star.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that's what you see
Right.
is like tiny
one
tweezers
bites
food. Yep. Yeah,
for $400.
And I don't know as we have that in Richmond, which, frankly, yay, because I mean it's a once in a lifetime experience.
Sure.
And I love Richmond because a lot of our restaurants are more than once in a lifetime, and I think that makes us so accessible. But yeah, I definitely think we have starred restaurants here.
Maybe after the podcast drops, you'll put a list on your Instagram because
of who would get starred.
You're not naming any right now, but
Well,
I respect that because you're going to leave someone off and then you'll hear from that.
Yeah, and then they'll yell at me, and and I can't even think of all the restaurants in all those areas, but I will say we have them. And if the Michelin Guide wasn't so interested in taking money, I believe they could come see and snack on our delicious food. What do you think?
Is there anything else you want to cover on the Michelin star front?
No, I think we've exhausted that horse.
That turnip is dry.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, if you're listening to us now on Spotify or on YouTube or WTVR.com, we have a video podcast as well, also available on all those same platforms. One of the fun things we get to do with the video podcast is turning what we say into social videos. Yeah. And we have learned over the last few months doing this that lists are the way to go. It's kind of like
he gives up all the secrets.
It's kind of like BuzzFeed. Everybody loves lists. Shocking.
Sure. I mean, I do it for Eater. I totally understand the listicle, but let's make it worth it.
Let's make it worth it. It is December. It is the holiday season. Richmond has become famous over the last decade or so for its Christmas-themed bars, right? Decade? When did Miracle on
2016? 2017? I don't know. I wrote a poem about it in Style Weekly last year.
Did you?
Yeah, a whole poem with Megan.
Okay, well, maybe we'll link to that in the show notes.
She and I are going to try to write another one this year, so if you guys have ideas, let us know.
Roby Martin,
Poem.
Richmond, say it again.
One poem.
Wow. Poem. That's a pronunciation I've never heard before.
Poetic.
You threw me off. I'm
How do you say it? Poem?
Poem?
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong way.
Here's social media poll. Who is saying the word correctly? Your turn?
No, I don't want to do it anymore.
I'm going to edit this and put your pronunciation right here.
Oh, no. Anyway, we wrote a little ditty that you can read.
Yeah. But Richmond wants to know, where are the best Christmas bars, in your opinion? Give us 5.
Okay, you got 5. You want 5 Christmas bars. Well, I'm really excited about what's going to be at the Ballast /Cirrus /Sack Tide situation. The Santa, the name has something to do with Santa. Sorry. But that's going to be really pretty. Then you have the Winter Freuden, I believe is how you pronounce it, over at Hotel Green, where they make the whole thing look like a ski chalet.
Ooh la la.
I know, and hot drinks and fun indoor mini golf. So if you haven't been to that, I mean, I don't know about you, but après ski sounds really fun. Evergreen opens at Birdie's tomorrow. So you can get reservations for that or walk in on Mondays, which I suggest you walk in on Mondays because they get pretty busy. What's another good one, Scott? Jasper, Emerald, they both will turn into Sippin' Santa and Miracle. Emerald Sipping, Jasper Miracle. You can expect long lines and amazing drinks. There's 5.
That's 5. Beautiful. You did it.
Look at that.
Awesome. We did that.
But we will have an entire list over at Style. Megan and I make the most comprehensive list. Ego in check.
You'll have a list and you'll also have an accompanying...
Poem!
All right. Again.
How do you say it, Nick?
Poem. Yes,
Poem?
thank you. Yes.
Poem.
Like most people.
Poem.
You're special. That's why we love you. I'm already feeling in the Christmas spirit. Those are some fantastic suggestions for Christmas bars.
But I think you really like a Christmas bar.
I mean, I love the eggnog. I don't like the crowds. I just want to be there not by myself, but
You do.
I want a mellow bar.
You want to be alone at your own
crying
Christmas
in my
party.
eggnog with some sad.
Oh, maybe you'll have a date, but you and someone else.
Why is that date in quotation marks?
Because maybe you do want to be alone at a Christmas bar. I don't know. I just don't. And I don't want to assume that you're having a date. So
I appreciate that. If there's a place that I want to check out that is not yet Christmas themed, are there restaurants in town that are either just open or about to open that you would recommend?
Oh, let's call it the hot list, Scott. Have we heard this before?
Fantastic ring to it. The hot list.
I feel like that we should do a December hot list. So you have Cahoots that just opened in the Fan. David DeLuca out of LA. He opened a neighborhood bar right in the old Mike's Jazz Cafe. Think fried shrimp. Think Boilermakers. Think good wine. Think jazz. Still live music. You've got the Granite Grill, which will open kind of near where Southbound used to be by the people of Taza Kitchen and Conejo. And I can't wait for that. I saw homemade bread on the Instagram, and now I'm stoked. And it'll be open December, right? You've got Janet's Cafe, which opened in the South Side Bakery. From the people of Marie Bette in Charlottesville. So all that looks yum. There are lines, though, so go early and often. There's going to be a Cambodian residency, a restaurant residency. Say that 5 times real fast.
Home.
Poem. Oh, man. Him and Her. If you haven't had the Him and Her food, they were doing like pop-ups, little tiny pop-ups, but it's Cambodian influenced and it's very good. So get by there and get a cookie for sure because their desserts are amazing. And then lastly, if you ever went to the macaroni and cheese place that was right next to
the Diamond
eat in Suboka in your mouth, it is now a pizza spot by a guy that was doing pizza pop-ups, Fire and Char, and it's called Pizzeria Mungo, and I hear it's pretty good. I'll tell you what is good. Mimi's. That's it. We're done. Yep.
That's it. All right.
Admittedly, Scott, I have to tell you something.
It's about time.
I know nothing about Egyptian food. What do you know?
I know we have 2 experts here with us today.
I know, which is very exciting because they're going to tell me about it, what I should know, and how they got here. So I have Memi and Rania of Mimi's, where Barrio used to be.
Right in the Fan.
Yes.
Perfect location.
It's like 3 blocks from my house, so of course I think it's perfect. So hi guys, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome.
How are you guys?
I'm so excited because
I'm
I
so
feel like I
excited.
know, like really and truly. I mean, I've been to eat there, and I obviously think it's great. Your happy hour is divine, which you know just calls my name. But like, I really don't know anything at all. Like, so first, tell me how you got here. Like, how did you get here to Richmond?
So we had the lottery in Egypt. So we got to the United States in 2007, and we came the like normal family, and we try to get our paperwork and social security and whatever to the legal to work anywhere. So we after that we applied for many positions. So for me, I got in the hotel, Virginia Crossing Center, was the 4-star, and I wasn't have any idea about the food at all.
What kind of foods were they asking you to make?
I started that as a buffet attendant, and I was doing like small stuff like cutting some cake and doing some dessert, and I would have like free time, so I joined to helping them for all the department. So that is how I improved myself. Like I learned how to make all the snacks for the coffee breaks.
Sure.
And I joined to do the coffee break, and after that I make the breakfast. I joined to do the lunch menu and events. That is how I know that I wasn't have any idea, and I never cook any food. And I was lucky for the hotel because they have like many groups, like different menu. They have the menu at like Asian, Indian, like the whole week they rotate different menu. So that is how I get my experience, and I was like to create some stuff and doing a lot of stuff, and that is how we came, and that's how we joined to.
What do you remember about that time?
I remember she would come home and never cook. She would literally, it was so funny because she would actually hate cooking at the house, but I understand it because you do it all day and stuff. But she would get so excited from like what she would learn, and she would come home and she would like want to practice and do, and she'd be like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? But it would always excite her to learn something new and like bring it home for me and my brother to try and stuff. So it was kind of really cool and awesome to see her like grow into the kind of person she is.
It's just the three of you, or?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So she was working and you guys were helping her around the house, and then she moved from Virginia Crossing to what came next after that?
Well, yes, she was. Where did you work at? She worked everywhere. Mimi has worked everything, but I think her longest job is at the Virginia Crossing. She was there for like 14 years.
And when you were overseas, when you were in Egypt, you weren't cooking.
No, I wasn't to cook. Even the Egyptian food,
Yeah.
I wasn't like I was the youngest sister in the family. So my sister, they love me too much, and they were doing everything for me. And for my mother also, they never let me touch anything. She doing everything. So I wasn't to cook at all. Since I get married, so I have to do some food for Rami and Rania, and they suffer a lot because I did a lot of mistakes, but I learned, you know.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I wasn't actually doing any cook at all, even the home.
What are some of the food memories from growing up in your family's kitchen? What were some of the meals that you guys had?
It's usually the Egyptian food. It's the same, like they have the same every day. Like they doing the mulukhiyah chicken. That is the same one in the menu, and that is the best meal. All the Egyptians love it. Yeah, so they eat it like with the bread, with the rice, and then all the houses doing mulukhiyah chicken. So that is
That's all I eat every night too.
Really?
Yes,
Yes.
mulukhiyah.
It still is something that you
Yes,
Yeah,
every
it's-
single,
it's-
like the kitchen will literally be like, you don't have to ring it and we know what you want.
we know what you're
Yeah,
coming for.
yeah.
So you guys started Mimi's a year ago. How did that happen? Did you just say, hey, I love what you've been doing and all this practicing you've been doing, I want to bring it to a restaurant? Or how does that come to fruition?
I think, sorry, Mimi's came as when we were younger, we would always like obviously she improved. Yes, maybe in the
Which I
beginning
really
it
loved,
wasn't
yeah.
the best, but she improved, and every time she would cook something really good, we would always be like, Mimi's kitchen, Mimi's kitchen. Like me and my brother would always say it to her when we were younger, and she would always be like, oh no, haha. And we would like make it into a joke. And then when Barrio came as an opportunity, the minute we walked in, we knew like this has to, like, first of all, it was like so big and it needed like that kind of love that it was just like a mother's love. And that's what we needed in that building. It was just kind of like we needed to embrace Mimi and in a way thank her for all that she's done for us and honor her. And because yes, Egyptian food is so traditional and all that, and it's never been done before, but I think it's the most beautiful thing because she cooks from her heart and she really does everything by hand and so on. So we wanted to like embrace that and put that out there.
Oh gosh, that has to feel really good to have your children say, "Hey, we'd like to open a restaurant for you." When they told you that, what did you think?
You know, I was like they usually saw me how I working hard. I was wake up very early, like around 4 a.m. or 4:30, and I was open for the breakfast the many years. So when I came home, we like to join at the lunch together. We are. So they usually Rami tell me, I promise one day I gonna put the big sign Mimi's restaurant. And I said, no, Rami, I don't like what it's hard work, And Rania, she said, no, we're gonna make it. So we took it as like, in conversation than a joke or in the living. And they decided when you have the barrio. And one day I wasn't to know, actually they was surprising me. They said, there is a lot taco food. We're gonna do a different thing. Can you help us to? So, and they have the plane, and they have the sign for the name and everything. And they said, we already done. They said, what? Say, we're gonna do the Egyptian food. Yeah.
We knew she would be against it if we were
You
like,
surprised her with a restaurant.
yes, with not the restaurant,
name.
but the
I
idea.
love it.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we knew she would be so against it because as great as she is, she's very humbled and she like does not like to be like put out there. So she's just like, we knew if we were to be like, hey, like we're opening this as Mimi's, we're opening this as an Egyptian place, she'd be like, no, and she wouldn't be for it.
We arranged the menu after that, and we did like they said. We know you're gonna make it do but simple. So I remember I have a very huge menu, and they make it very simple, small, and they said easy first, and because actually the Egyptian food is like.
Mimi had like 5 pages of things she wanted to put on the menu, and I had to sit her down and be like, Mimi, we can't put everything on the menu. We need a
kitchen.
I know, exactly. That was my point.
And I told them about the events. Like they didn't think about the events upstairs, and I tell them I love working to do the events because when I had to work in the hotel, I did a lot of events with them, and after that I joined to do Atlas 42 at
Innsbruck.
Yeah, that's for the events actually, and I took also. I think 2 years or 3 years. I give me a big experience, and I enjoy to doing like the event is food. So I told them, no, if we have the Egyptian food and I have the big restaurant and we have the place, we can make it work. And actually we start and we did it this year. We had many events, and that we have the people very happy, and they enjoyed the food, enjoyed the place, the music, and the drink. And we don't want that for a lot Christmas party coming. So actually it's good.
That's right. You guys have that space up there that you could rent for the Christmas parties if you wanted to. That's good to know. That's actually not even something I normally think of, and people ask me all the time about that. So is the event space food different than the downstairs food? Like if I came, they would be separate?
No, it's the same.
It's the same 5 pages? No.
Correct. Yes, exactly. But we keep it open to the person, whoever, like they're open because I mean she's obviously been doing this for so long.
Yeah, we open like the 2 menu for the 3 monkeys. So we join the 2 menus, 3 monkeys menu and Mimi's menu. Plus, I have some menus if they like to choose any different food, because I know some people they like traditional food for different countries. So we open menu. So whatever they're gonna choose, we can make it. It's not a problem.
What gave you and your brother the confidence to just buy a restaurant and say, Mom, this is yours? What's your background in all this?
I don't think he definitely has the confidence. I kind of just like the little ant that follows him.
I don't think so. I see you at the bar. I see you at the other bar.
She doing amazing. She and Rami, like they doing all the work. Like I don't know how they organize that, but she actually sometimes she has events at Mimi's, and she has like very busy line at 3 monkeys, and she doing both of them at the same time. She's young, but she's very smart, and she.
Thank you.
She's blushing.
No. That's why my head's so big. I'm like, calm down.
How do you work? Do you work pretty well with your family? I do not work well with my family, so.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. I think it's like I've worked in restaurants my whole life. Like I think in high school, my first job was like Chick-fil-A, and then I like worked at Olive Garden. I've worked at every server, front, back of house, like job that you can ever think of. And I was very much like, I don't think I know how to have fun in the best way.
And
but
in the kitchen also.
yeah, I've worked
if I
in
have
the
somebody
kitchen.
call out, she
Yeah.
covered in the boss menu for 3 monkeys menu and Mimi's menu.
But it just like, it was like second nature to me, because I've always just worked in restaurants, and I would like skip on high school games and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm gonna pick up a shift. I just love working, like. And
That's
the
helpful
most-
for both those restaurants because they're
yeah,
busy.
Yeah. So I was just always like, I've always worked in restaurants, which is so funny because my brother's kind of the opposite, where he's always been like the IT guy, and he's always been like the numbers, the computer person. So I think that's why we fit so well together, and where he's kind of like the back end of stuff and I do like the front end of stuff. And I don't know, like I think it was just kind of like, in every job I've had, they would always ask me, not to boost my own head, but they would always ask me to be manager.
Do it. Yes.
And then I would just always be like, no, I like don't want that responsibility right now because I'm still so young.
Sure.
And so on. And then when this happened, which is so funny because when my brother first got 3 monkeys, he told me, no, I don't want you to be involved in this because I worked in hair and that's my dream.
That's right.
Yes, I have always wanted to open my own hair salon. He was like, I don't want you to do this. Continue doing your journey, blah, blah, blah. And then like 2 months later, he called me. He was like, okay, no, I need you.
At 3 Monkeys.
Yes.
How long has that been? Because you guys also, that is your second restaurant. We keep talking about it, but that is
Yes.
also in the fan. It's been around for quite some time.
Yes.
When did you guys acquire that restaurant?
3.5 years ago.
Oh my gosh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
It feels like
moly.
every year it feels like yesterday. But
I have a girlfriend who lives in upstate New York that went to VCU, and she, whenever she comes into town, she wants to go eat brunch at 3 Monkeys.
Yes.
yeah,
It's like memories of the
Correct.
restaurant. Is the menu still the same? It's been a while since
pretty
I've been
much. Yeah. I think she tweaked
we
some
add
of the
some-
flavors for sure. She definitely added some of her favorites, but for the most part, it is the same because I feel like the whole town would actually kill us if we take away.
We'd revolt.
Yeah, like monkey fries or something. Like the whole town would do like a. Like I would
Like, that'd
not
be
want to be
it.
seen in the street.
I was there when the bar got set on fire by a patron. That would just happen again because you guys changed the
Oh.
menu. Oh yeah, we were.
She was there.
I was
quote
Yeah.
unquote.
I
you-
totally caused it. No,
Really?
Yeah,
I was there
was.
that day too. That was a crazy day.
Oh my gosh, we were like,
What
you were like,
happened?
everybody leave. Somebody set a straw paper or something on fire down at the end of the bar, and then it like got bigger, and then they like shoved us all out, and then they were like, everything's fine.
It was like it was actually like so there's an upstairs.
Sure.
And there was a balcony upstairs, and I think a cigarette flicked or something, and then it caused like the balcony upstairs to be on fire, and then we didn't even know, and then our neighbors came in and told us, and I was like, wait, what? Because it was like such a busy. It was like a random Wednesday too, and it was so busy.
We were just sitting at the bar.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
literally
all
had
innocent?
to.
Bye. Yeah.
All innocent,
Are you
Lily?
just surprised we were sitting at the bar?
Sure.
We were just
And I had to
sitting at
kick
the
everyone
bar.
out. I
I'm
was
sure
like, you
you've
have
seen.
to
I mean,
leave.
this fire story sounds wild, but I'm sure you've seen some interesting things in that corner of
3 Monkeys.
yeah,
Or in the streets in general.
just in general.
Just right on
Yeah.
those corners, you guys probably see a ton of stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a busy street.
Did you have
I
like
will
a
say.
welcome to the fan moment when you guys first took it over? Anything that sticks out? Like, why do we do this?
I honestly have never been in the fan before going to 3 Monkeys, which is so crazy to say because I went to VCU. But I haven't. But I went to VCU and it was like COVID times and like it was all online, so I didn't really get the whole experience.
So your first experience of the fan is owning a
Yes.
bar in the fan.
I swear,
You
that's-
too?
Yeah, she's never been either.
Yes.
That's
Holy moly, that's
Richmond magic
crazy.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So you,
Achievement unlocked.
yeah, I mean, you know what I'm going to do? I'm never going to go to the fan, but then I'm going to buy 3 Monkeys, the most
Exactly.
iconic bar in the fan.
Yes.
And then I'm going to open another one down the road from it. That's insane.
It's our story's crazy. It's actually like, yeah, I had literally no idea what 3 Monkeys is. I remember one time I had a friend. She was like, Rania, I have to take you to 3 Monkeys. It's actually the funnest place. I was like, what's that? Like, where
You're like,
is
I
that?
own it, actually.
I was like,
Yeah, well, now I own it.
Yeah, I've like never been in there before, ever. And so my brother, it came to him and they were like, oh, it's for sale. What do you think? And then me and him went for brunch. And it was like, it was just me and him and I think one other table. And he was like, what do you think? But like, as soon as I walked into these doors, I like loved the place. I don't know like what other way to like talk about it, but it's like, it's like, I always say it, even though I love Mimi's, but Three Monkeys is my happy place.
Well, you started there, so that
Yes.
makes sense. The original one of it. I'm going to circle back around because I want to talk really about Egyptian food. Like it's very important for me to like understand the heritage of it and what we should know if we come to Mimi's. Like explain to me, like if Scott, who's never been there, like what would you tell him to do with respect to your menu?
So the menu is so simple and so easy. Like when you read it, you feel like you don't know. Sometimes some Americans, so I'm going to the table and I try to help them. So
we appreciate that, by the way. All the help that you can give us Americans, we appreciate
assistance,
it.
yes.
Actually, when they know that, like the dish, when you describe the dish, they were happy, and then when they eat it, thank God, they say it's delicious, and we don't have any complaint or any issue for any American people or Indian or like, it's all love the food until now. Yeah. So I try to make like everything from scratch, like even my sauce I do it very simple naturals, and is not I don't add any single like preserved cans or any no. So that is my rule in Mimi's. Even the salad, I look for like different salad like it. We have it. In Egypt, the people use like the eggplant, tomato, cucumbers, the lentil. That is how they eat in a lot heavy. But they do in different way. Like the very like there is the 2 level or 3 levels from the people, from the cheaper and the middle and expensive one. So they usually that is the food in everybody's hand. But you can create it like in the 3 levels. So I made it like for the rich level, and the price is amazing like for anybody. So the eggplant salad, when you know how is the eggplant salad, it's very rich, and you can actually enjoy when you eat it. Like you have a couple of romaines, the roasted eggplant, not any like very little bit oil, because we know the eggplant love the oil, and when you fry it, like it's a lot. And we do all the kind of the pepper, like green pepper, red pepper, whatever we have in the house for the peppers, and actually the red onions, and we do everything separate. I never mix the salad. So some people, if they didn't like the onion, they didn't like the pepper, some people allergy from any, so we can make them happy and we give them the salad, and we can make it actually and just I do the tahini, olive oil, lemon dressing, super easy with some season. That's it. And when you eat it, you can like we have like the biggest sale for the eggplant salad for the DoorDash. The people love it because when you eat it, you feel very full, because even if you don't, we have many proteins like the lamb or the shawarma or the beef, whatever protein in the house, you can add it to your salad. But even if you don't need, if you don't have like enough money for the protein and you eat it, you can, it's a healthy, and you can, it's full also. And some people, they eat it and you said, oh no, I'm gonna keep some for tomorrow.
It's good for dinner, it's good for breakfast.
Sounds like the egg pig salad is the first thing you're ordering when you're there.
I'm gonna get it all.
No, you gotta get the mulukhiyah and chicken.
You said
we're back on this again.
You said the Americans appreciate it. How has the Egyptian community responded to your restaurant?
Egyptian, actually, they love like when they came and they ate our lamb or lamb shank. They always ask about the recipe, and they said like the mulukhiyah. The mulukhiyah also, when they ate it, you see, we feel like we are home. And our mother, she makes that mulukhiyah.
That's so
actually
nice.
We took the best mulukhiyah. Like we have some people came from New York, Egyptian, and they posted in the Instagram, and they said that there is many Egyptian food in New York and New Jersey, but we never have mulukhiyah like this. That's mulukhiyah. And also the falafel, the Egyptians said that is the best falafel we had in the whole Richmond.
So
and some
I've
people
had the falafel.
Some people they had it in the receipt, and Rania she took the copy from. That's it because because that is the two important, the falafel and mulukhiyah for the Egyptian. So if they usually orders that and the love that is, so that's actually I feel like thanks God that is that amazing because they love it, because you heard the mulukhiyah is so simple, super easy, but nobody can make it right like the old generation, you know.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have some people they don't like very very delicious, and when we make it, and I was worried about the Egyptian. So when I go into the table, they said I'm Egyptian and I'm coming for the mulukhiyah. I said, oh, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I usually go
crossed.
back. I said, so no, that is like our mother. Everybody came. They said, no, we feel thank you so much for doing it. We feel like we are in the house. My mother do that, my aunt do that, my grandma. So actually,
I think they're also really happy because Egyptian food takes so long to prep.
Yes.
It might be easy to cook, but the prepping process is so long. So I think Egyptians are just happy to like not have to stress about doing it at home. They're like, okay, you know what? I can now go to Mimi's and just get it, because it's just like the prep time just takes
It's just super lengthy.
Yeah.
So what is the prep time of the chicken that we are talking about right now? Like, walk me through what that looks like so people know how long it takes you to get to the preparation.
So the chicken, we usually clean the chicken very well, and we cut it a special cut. And after we cleaned that, I let somebody working in the marinade the recipe. So I'm doing a special recipe. So I marinate it for
Secret.
24 hours.
24 hours marinade in the secret recipe, Scott.
Yes, and after that we let them have it in the grill, and take the mark, and I have it like in a slow cook for the grill, in the top of the grill. And if that's like I need it like more faster, we cover the grill, or we gonna have it in the very slow cook in the oven. But both of them is working the same. And after that we doing the coal with the
Charcoal taste.
yeah,
Sure.
that is how they get the smoky. And actually that is all. It's so very easy, but it's
So
take time.
3
like
days
it's
prep
three
is
steps.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Essentially,
probably.
3 days of
Yeah.
work to get to a chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had 3 steps. So the cleaning first, and then we actually cleaning by the lemon and vinegar and salt and some stuff like that's makes the chicken smell is so good. And it's the second step we marinate. The third step we have it in the grill market. And if we are not in rush, we can cook the whole cook in the grill.
Oh, nice, the whole thing. If you're not in a rush, but 3 days is pretty lengthy. So
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like there's a lot of a rush going on there.
Yeah.
I usually arrange my prep for 3 days a week. So I doing the prep for everything for 3 days, or sometimes 4 days.
And if I came, would you be in the kitchen? Like, if I came to eat there, would I see you in the kitchen? I mean, I know the answer to this, but I'd like you to tell everybody who's listening. Would I see you?
It's
I do see you.
Just say yes.
Just say yes. I've seen you multiple times.
She doesn't take a day off. We force her. We actually force her. Like, I have to remove her and be like, go home. Like, it's a slow night. It's okay. Go home.
But she loves it.
She does, yes.
And actually, we also lucky. We have a good team in the post restaurants. So that's when you have a good team, they're helping you us a lot. Like we doing the recipe in front of them. Like I do it with them like 1, 2 times, 3 times, and after that I know they're gonna get it. And I stand up. I don't touch nothing, and I let them do it right exactly and the measure and everything. And they're doing amazing. So
That's helpful, I'm sure.
that's a help a lot. Yeah.
You guys have been open for 1 year.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there something today that you wish you knew 1 year ago today, as you were opening up the restaurant, that you might have adjusted or changed a little bit?
Oh my God, so much.
Oh,
I
good.
feel like we're still learning and adjusting and decorating and so on and so forth. But it's like
What's the
every
first thing that
day,
comes to mind?
Probably the food presentation. I feel like now it looks a lot better than when we started. I feel like the drinks, I tweaked so many of the drinks ever since then, and I'm like, oh my god, why am I making this so hard on the bartenders? So it's like every day I feel like you learn and you try to make things easier for myself and my staff. But it's like I always say, it's a learning curve. I feel like I'm still at 3 Monkeys. I'm still learning.
Do you think
and
the food presentation I think food presentation definitely matters, but can you see the difference in what people are ordering based on the presentation now?
Yeah, I
Really?
would say so. Like, I feel like it's definitely grown a lot. Like, we used to experiment so much. We used to put 3 little pyramids, then we put 2 big pyramids, or then people would throw out so much rice, and we'd be like, okay, maybe 2 pyramids is too much, and then we would put 1 pyramid, and then now it's like, people were like, no, we don't have enough rice. So I'm like, okay, let's go back to the 2
Pyramids
pyramids.
of rice, I like that.
Yeah, so it's just
we
like,
try to change some to mix them.
yeah, because I'm very big on, like, since I am the person on the floor, like, I want to see the plates clean, and I want to see you take it home. Because if you don't, that means you didn't like something, or that means it just, wasn't the right flavor palette for you. So I'm very big on, like, saying that, and I go back to Memi. I would say I'm her harshest critic, and she knows that. I judge her all the time. But it's better
One
to
or
come
2
from
pyramids.
me.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But it's the little things, and it makes a difference in, like, the guest experience when you notice that stuff.
Now, the restaurant's located like in the heart of the fan, so there's people walking up and down the street. There's people from out of town that are staying, going to the theater, doing different things. What kind of clientele would you say you have, like, on a typical week? Is it repeat customers, people that just kind of stumble in, people that seek you out specifically?
I think now we're definitely getting more regulars, which is so awesome, because I think this past weekend, someone was sitting at the bar, and they were just in town, but they were getting drinks, and they saw everyone else getting food. They came in the next day and brought their family. So that makes me so happy when you see, like, people coming back. But we are still getting a lot of new people, because Richmond is so big, and I know it's hard to go through all the new restaurants and, like, try everything. So we're still, like, pulling as much foot as we can, but I would say very blessed to see a lot of, like, the same people come back, including you.
I mean, me,
Yeah.
for sure.
Just don't set the bar on fire at this one.
I know, that's my next thing, is setting this bar on fire. Just a straw paper.
Yeah,
Your
it's fine.
insurance adjusters might have her
Rami
face
might
on the
thank
wall.
you. Rami will be like,
Thanks so
what?
much.
Thank you.
Brand new
let's
restaurant.
Yay.
take a break for
I'll
a few
leave it
days.
here, Roby. You should
Yeah.
get out of here. That's what happened the last time you were at 3 Monkeys. So you guys do a lot of events. So we were talking about this the last time I was in, because I didn't realize that they were utilizing the upstairs of the previous bar, which might have been Pearl. I'm not even sure what they called it, the bar upstairs. But you guys do, like, things I'm not even allowed to talk about up there.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can talk about it.
Well, it's
but
a
they were
comedy.
not allowed.
Yeah, we're not.
Yes.
It's called Don't
Tell comedy.
It's called Don't
Oh,
Tell.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, not like that, Scott.
I mean, when you say things on the
but
podcast.
you just never know.
Exactly.
Now we're gonna get flooded with DMs.
Yeah, let me tell you, what are you doing up
Yeah.
there?
Censored. Beep.
But you're not supposed to tell, like, Syracuse, like, you guys got to come back. It's really, really great. They do it, once a month or something
Yeah.
similar with you guys?
Yeah, and it's like they don't tell you where they're gonna do it. They just tell you, like, in the fan, and they do it all around, like, the U.S. But it's so cool because it just, you go and it brings in so many new people, because they always come get dinner downstairs. And then you go upstairs and then get drinks and then enjoy a good comedy show, and it always sells out, and it does so good.
I had no idea this
No.
happened.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody knows this happens in the fan. So, and they're not alled to tell us. So
Yeah, we're not
I was
allowed
like,
to
tell me more.
advertise
When
it,
is it?
but it's
She's like,
okay.
nope, can't.
I think they'll be
So
happy.
how do
They'll be
we
like,
how do we find out? We just
Where?
word of mouth? Is that how it
about
works?
the Don't Tell comedy?
Yes. Tell us about the
I
Don't
think
Tell.
they have to. You have to follow them,
Oh.
because I think, like, we're just a place to them.
but
like,
it's so cool.
but it
It
is.
is.
It's
People
so
love
cool
it,
because
Okay.
they're the venue, but they're
Yeah.
providing
I
the
understand. I
snack.
just didn't know what,
And then
how
I
do we
think
find out
there's an
about it?
Instagram that you can go on.
Instagram.
That
Yeah.
or
Shocking.
whatever.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
But that's, like, not the only thing you guys have up
Correct.
there. But you
Yes.
have events like that the public can come to. They're not always private,
Yes.
is where I'm going
yes,
with this.
we've done jazz, we've done live bands. I'm trying to do a belly dancing night, because I think no one has done that, and I think that would be
Yeah.
so fun.
Are you kidding? It would be so fun.
Yeah, because when it was Barrio, I think we tried a little bit with salsa and stuff, and I feel like there's so much salsa, like, in Richmond in general. And I feel like there's no belly dancing.
Bring
I feel
back
like it'd be
belly dancing.
Yeah.
Bring belly dancing, period.
In general,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, place in the
like,
West End, I remember, like a long time ago
maybe.
when I was growing up.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
where
Yeah,
Gelati
like maybe where
Celesti
Gelati
is.
Celesti's is.
Yeah.
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 Where the
Is it a
whatever
hookah bar or
the
something?
something tea
I don't
is
know.
now. Yes. Yeah, we're getting deep in the weeds.
Yeah, sorry.
Deep. You also have something else coming that we talked about. I think that there's going to be a coffee spot.
Coffee and
Correct.
brunch.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're so
I'm
excited.
just lobbing up these
no,
here. I mean,
no,
it's so
I
good.
love it. I love it.
I mean, maybe I'm more excited than you are, which is
No,
why.
I'm so, that's like the new baby right now because it's going to be a brunch with coffee, but more traditional Egyptian coffee / obviously just traditional coffee.
Is it upstairs or still at Mimi's or somewhere?
downstairs.
Cute little
So
bar in the
it's gonna
back.
be in the bar
Yeah.
area.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Because it's like split into 3. I think we're going to start it in the front first to kind of slow our roll and then move it to the back. But we just had a taste testing for like
The
the
taste for the
brunch menu, and it's so
we weren't invited. So.
Can we
good.
get some
I'm
hints?
sorry.
What's
I
on
mean,
the
I
menu?
didn't even get a snack.
Yeah.
What do we think it's
Have you
going to
ever
be?
had shakshuka?
No.
Shakshuka.
Oh, I love the eggs in the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shakshuka on there.
We made it, all the server and everybody.
They were like
tasted it.
drooling.
It's eggs and what?
Tomato
It's the
sauce.
onion, pepper, the tomatoes, and tomato sauce, and the what you can have also the turkey ham or whatever. Like
Is it like an
protein.
omelet style or more like a scramble?
Yeah.
Or
I would say more like an
And
omelet.
depends
Nice.
your like if you like it over medium, over easy, or scramble with the shakshuka, we can have.
I just say yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Just
It's
yes.
a cool way to do eggs and tomatoes together. Like sometimes it's served to you in a pan.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
But
An
it's
Egyptian.
like-
Oh, sorry.
We're
Sorry, no,
gonna
no, go
have
ahead.
the 3 burrito also, 3 different burrito or 4. So we're gonna have 1 burrito. It's the fafa beans with the scrambled eggs and cheese. That is so delicious. And we have the turkey, also turkey ham. And because this is our website is the halal meat, so we can't get the pork. So we try
Right.
to get the turkey ham with the egg and the cheese and onion and the pepper. And also you can, whatever you're gonna skip from that, you can have it.
We're
And
doing something
Is
that
your
you gave
entire
me.
restaurant?
Halal?
halal?
Correct, yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I get asked that all the time too.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No,
Yes,
it's our
that
number
is-
1 question
yeah.
too.
Really?
I know. I was
Yeah.
telling my brother, I'm like, when we redo the menus, we need to just put it on there.
I mean, I get asked regularly
Yeah.
about that. Huh. Well, that's cool.
Was there a process from the old restaurant to the new? Did someone have to come in to like bless the place or anything like that for the halal?
Yeah, it's in the way the meat is cut. So you have to make sure
Yeah,
like
sure.
who you're buying it from and stuff like that, like who's bringing it in and all that kind of stuff, and like the prayer they do on it and all that.
That's amazing. I mean, probably twice a week somebody asks me. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Now I have something to suggest.
Yeah.
Super cool.
What
So-
about the breads?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, the
Talk to me about the breads.
The bread, it's a pita. We doing all the bread in the house. The homemade bread, the pita, the Egyptian pita. So we doing, it's a very like, it just is the flour and water and yeast. That's it. So we're doing.
But it's special. It's not just
We're
that's
doing
it.
like three days a week, so or 4 days. We're doing all the time fresh, and the people actually everybody love this bread. Like, and we serve it with any meals, and we're gonna serve it also on the brunch, and we're gonna have also in the brunch the ftir. But we have it. It's in the dinner for the vegetable, and the meat. For brunch, we're gonna have the plain one with the honey or with the cheese.
Nice.
Yes, so
Nice.
that is for the one from the brunch. So when we did the taste, they love it also,
Yeah.
like with the honey.
I'm stealing what you
Oh.
did, and I'm doing the but
Little
like a
zahav
brunch
action. Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
but with like pickled stuff, eggs, like falafel, and like.
Make sure you get a cut.
falafel.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Well, I
mean,
sent,
she's-
so it's so
Send
funny.
the invoice to
Actually,
Rami, not me.
I sent her a photo, and I was like, I think this is a really cool idea. I don't know if it would translate to Egyptian cuisine, but I was in Philly, and we went to Zahav, which is like one of the nicer restaurants, and also one of like the best restaurants in the world. She was like, I don't know, but we can look. I was
Yeah.
like,
You figured it
"All
out.
right,
I
thank you."
always get it working. I'm like, you know what? Let me work my.
That'll be
melts and
great for brunch. That's a wonderful shareable for
Yeah.
that type of thing.
It's really delicious. One of my favorites is the avocado toast.
Oh
She
yeah,
did
the avocado
on
toast.
hummus avocado toast that was out of
It's
this
so
world.
delicious, yummy.
And I kid you not, the staff still begs her
Oh,
to
God,
like
that's
make it
gonna be
again.
so fun.
It's so good.
And brunch in the fan, as you know, having
Yes.
Three Monkeys is pretty freaking huge.
Yeah.
So an additional place to be able to get really great brunch is always welcome. Do
Yeah.
they have anything upcoming for December we want to talk about?
That is what is
That's
upcoming.
what we,
in
that is.
December.
You know what,
The
Roby? That
brunch.
is it.
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. I think we're very thankful for the upstairs for a lot of private events in December. So I think that's what we've been working on and just kind of like
So
getting the
holiday belly
holidays-
dancing.
Oh.
I mean,
Yes.
she's gonna
Coffee.
be dressed, or he's gonna be dressed like Santa, and coffee.
The he belly
Exactly.
dancer.
The he belly
Oh
dancer.
gosh.
Gonna be-
Yes.
Maybe I'll skip that day.
definitely not.
So I'm from Richmond. I grew up here. Pretty much been here my whole life. And my question for y'all is, what's it like to move here? I'm not sure if you knew anybody when you came here or how well you spoke the language or anything like that. What's it like just to come here, blank slate?
I think for me, I would say it was an easier transition. I came really young. I was like 6 years old. I think for my brother, it was probably a lot harder because he was in middle school. So I think kids were probably not the nicest to him. And like he was still trying to like learn his ABCs and all that. But for me, I think I didn't really know how to read or write in Arabic. I only know how to speak it. So English to me came like a second nature. Then my mom, my dad, and my brother, it took them a lot longer. But, you know, I would say I think the community in Richmond is so nice. Like, I've never felt out of place, or I've never felt, like, I always say that, like, to my staff, like, they feel like family because they, like, shown me around Richmond because I've never been, like, really, because I've always lived in the West End.
Sure.
And I've never really been to, like, the fan and all that. But everyone in Richmond is just always so kind, and they're so helpful, and they're so willing to teach and show and, like, recommend and so on. So I don't know. I'm very. I love Richmond. I will always say I recommend everyone to move here, and I love Richmond.
How was it for you?
Actually, I always tell her and Rami, whenever you in anywhere, when you love the people around you, you're gonna love your place. You are not gonna change nothing. You're gonna have friends. You're gonna have like a fun, happiness. So that is how you see Rami and Rania from the Post restaurant. The worker there is not worker. They deal with them as a family. So we all in the Post restaurant, the family team. And actually, when we outside, they doing like their best to do everything because they feel like they are not worker. So when you have the love, you can't like why you move. So whenever you in any place, you love the people around you. Whatever, we all have mistakes, and you can find like everybody's perfect. So it actually I learned from Rania. She always did like when she took me stress something. The kitchen is stress. You have to have stress.
Sure.
But she always come and say, Mimi, come down and you teach
I'm
me
like,
that.
breathe. Let's inhale together. Let's exhale
She
together.
tell me, you teach me that, don't do that. I tell her, okay, Rania. So that's a how. So we love Richmond. We love the people here. They are very friendly. They are lovely. They helpful, and we never have any trouble here. So it's actually amazing. So we love Richmond.
Oh, I love that. Well, you're listening to Eat It Virginia with Mimi, Rania, Ruby, and Scott.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, God, you gave me chills just then. That was so awesome.